Hey, hi, and welcome everyone. Oh, happy Tuesday. Yay. Well, I'm really happy for a whole bunch of reasons. I'm usually happy. I think I say that every time. So, just checking out how we're doing here. I'm just going to adjust you ever so slightly. So sorry. Anyway. Oh, wee bit of a frog in my throat. Alrighty, did you have a great Mother's Day? I hope so. I hope so. Just checking to see if my video's working. Looks weird. So I'm gonna take a peek and see what's going on. Alright, let's take a quick peek and then we'll get started. This is the stamp set that we'll be using in the meantime, just so you know. There we go. I think we're good. Hello. So if you're just joining, say hi. So I know you're there. Weird that it's on there twice. Okay. Weird, very weird. Okay, alrighty. So, yeah, I had a good Mother's Day, nice and quiet, just the way I like it. You know, just the way I like it. Hey, Rosemary, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, well, let's get right into it. So we're using positive thoughts today. I know we've used it before, but we're using it again. We're just doing it a different way because it's really versatile. I was given a challenge by my upline to do a simple stamping card. Simple stamping. And that's like, you know, just your simple stuff. Ink, paper, and a stamp set. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Marcy. Hey, hey, Valerie. I was going to say, hey, Rosemary, but I saw you already. Okay, I have a question for you. Another question? Really? I'm going to fix my sleeve here. Do you have a friend who might like what I do? What you can do, if you think you have a crafty friend, is have them subscribe to my newsletter. Referrals are wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And if they happen to place an order, I'm going to send you a gift. That's true. I'm going to give you a gift. Hey, Lee. Welcome. Hey, Janice. Alrighty. So, anyway, yeah. So I'm doing a little referral thingy for now, just to see how that goes. So, if you have a friend that you think might be crafty or might be crafty in any way, whether they're a card maker or scrapbooker, doesn't matter. Refer them to me. Again, they need to join my newsletter, hopefully, and keep up to date on things. And again, if they place an order, you're getting a goodie. Okay. The other thing is, oh, thank you for everyone, by the way, that voted on my card. Sadly, I didn't make it to the top 10. I made it to number 12. Hey, Sonia. So pretty close. I'm going to try again next month. Why not? You know, why not? Anyway, how about we get Stampin'? Let's bring in a piece of paper to protect the work surface. Let's make sure we're also in frame too. We are, pretty much. I'm sure you'll tell me if I'm out. Alrighty, so base of the card. For this one, I happen to use Whisper White Thick. It's up to you if you use the light or the dark. That's up to you. Or dark, light or dark. The heavyweight, the thick or the regular. There we go. So here is the sizing. Oh, ink, no. So I may have to put an inside on that one. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I thought you might like that, Rosemary. I thought you might like that. So that's the base of the card. Set that aside. And then the layer. The layer is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And the sentiment strip is 1 inch by 4 1/8. So it's basically going to fit right about there. Right about, I say about there because I'm not really sure exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one and then we're going to step it up. Of course we are. Thank you, Janice. 12 is good. It just didn't get me into the international blog hop, which is my goal. One of my many goals. Okay. Stamps, come to me. They're already ready to rock and roll. There we go. This is the large image stamp, which is, I love greenery. Love anything that's greenery. And I'm going to do something that I know you're familiar with. So this is Pretty Peacock ink. This is a large stamp, but not large enough that I need to lay it down. So I'm going to get a fair bit of ink on it because I'm going to stamp it 3 times, not re-inking. So let's go, let's go about here. That's 1, 2, and 3. It's like you get 3 different colors of ink in one ink pad. Like, how cool is that? Set that aside. I wonder if you did see my post about, well, you saw it last Friday when my my sample card fell into my open ink pad. Hey, Krista, welcome. Yeah, and then you saw how I fixed it. I did post how I fixed it, and it really wasn't that difficult. It really, really wasn't. All right, so now we're using the butterfly image, still from Positive Thoughts. Alrighty, I am peeking at my sample just to see. I don't want it to be exact, but it'll look pretty much like it. You know what, Rosemary? This is one of the, it's just so pretty, this. So when I was first learning how to stamp, one of the first things I learned, other than don't rock and roll, you know, the simple stuff, how to cut paper, was that when you stamp images off the page like so, it gives the card movement. So it looks like these little butterflies are kind of flying, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's why you're only going to see one of them actually on the page. Oh, actually, I'm done. Stop. Stop while you're ahead. Okay, set that aside. Like, how simple was that? The other thing is I'm changing, I will show you the original card and then why I'm making this one slightly different. Oh, we'll get into that. So this is the feather stamp from that same set, the Positive Thoughts. This one, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to stamp it once. Let's see how much ink we can get out of this. Stamp it twice. It's getting lighter. Stamp it 3 times. Reminds me of a song, doesn't it? What's the size of the block on the leaf? I will tell you. That is block number D. D as in David. Okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I got to keep the comments where I can see them. And you were right, Lee. Anything can be fixed. You know, you drop your ink pad on something, put an embellishment on it. Or in the case of mine where it was at the edge, uh-oh, careful, on the edge, just rip it gently. Okay, so this is the sentiment, one of the sentiments. So there's a few. Sending positive thoughts and feel-good wishes. We could all use that. Friends like you mean more every year. Oh yeah. And then hugs, prayers, and love. And by the way, if you use that taping method, you can get 1 word. You can get 2 words. You can get this word. You can use whichever one of those words. You can use all 3. I will show you a sample with that too. Okay, so if I have this lined up, I should, cross your fingers, I should. The way I did it, by the way, was this time I used my paper cutter. It's got lines on it, and I just pretty much lined it up, and when it looked like it stamped correctly onto the scrap piece of paper I had, it was perfect. So let's just do it. Just do it, Sandy. It's not a big deal. Oh yeah, you know what I keep forgetting to say at the beginning of my video? Because I want to like jump right in. I keep forgetting to say, hi, I'm Sandy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada. Now I've said it. Okay, that stamped perfectly. But well actually, let's not stop there. Let's glue this to the front so you can see that with looking for my glue. Here it is. You can see when I has a glue boogie. I'm just getting rid of that. With simple stamping, everything on the card is flat. That means no dimensionals. This is what we learned in our team meeting last night. What true simple stamping means. If you're just starting out, you don't have all the goodies. You need a paper cutter, of course. Wow, I got that the first try. Wow. Shock. Okay, so on my original, I'll show you actually, it's right here. I popped it up on dimensional so you can see that. So it does have a bit of dimension. And clearly I stamped them further apart. For this one, this is going to get put straight on. However, I thought, well, I have a tool. I have two tools. I have my fingernail and I have my take your pick tool. So this is the palette end. And what I wanted to do was rough this up, because if I rough it up, you know, give it the old strong arm, it's going to look like it's got some dimension. So that's not bad, but then watch fingernail. This might kind of do a number on your fingernail, so I keep cutting mine down to nothing. So I'm not too concerned right now. And when I do my paper quilling, they get totally wrecked. So, because I use my thumbnails a lot. All right, so you can see that texture on there, right? So we're just giving it a little bit of oomph, basically. Because I am entering this card in our distress. Thank you. What's that word I'm thinking of? I'm entering this card in Stampin' Up! Simple Stamping Challenge. Not sure if I have the right sentiment on there. I may have to change that. I may have to make this again. I have extras. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so this doesn't take long. So again, use your tool if you don't want your fingernails to get a little bit wrecked. But I find when I can actually feel what I'm doing, like this, and you can actually hear it, and you can see little pieces coming off. With that, like, look at the difference between flat. Here's just plain flat piece of paper with nothing on it, and then that flat, then that. I did not mean for that to rhyme. What? It is snowing again. Remind me, Marcy, where do you live? Like, in Alaska? I'm kidding. Wow, we certainly had quite the little snowfall yesterday. Oh, all those little bits fell on the card. Shock. All right, actually down a little bit. There we go. That is simple stamping. Even simpler would be to stamp directly on here. That can be done. So that I would like out a bit more. So that's card one. Let's now make it more. So by making it more, what I mean by that is I've got ribbon, I've got die cuts. I have now. Notice how I did two of these and two of these just in case I messed it up. There's a plan. There's always a plan in my head of just in case. All right. Oh, why don't I just reach for everything? Okay. Oh, I have three of these. Okay. So, same card base out of thick Whisper White, but this time I cut it 4 1/4 by 11, so the length of the sheet of paper, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Bone folder will be needed for sure. That one's not. There we go. Now it's laying flat. That's what we want. Okay, I am doing the inside of the card, so I have that handy, and of course the front of the card. I have to remind myself what it looked like. I just did the card. Now, I'm going to do two things at once. I'm keeping my ribbon handy so I don't forget. Alrighty, bringing that card a little closer. Brockville. Okay, feels like Alaska. That's hilarious. I'm like really sorry that you have that weather. Like, my goodness, nothing we can do. It's Mother Nature, right? Nothing we can do. Okay, I'm going to actually let's start the same way we did the last one. So this is the second largest stitched stitch nested labels. I know they nest. Second largest. Bring this back in. Bring the pad back in. And there we go. Okay, this time I'm gonna do it. Ink her up really well. Ink, ink, ink. Check it. Very inky. Looks good. And let's see. One here. Right in the center. I think I have to re-ink my pretty peacock. And there. There we go. A 3Z. Okay, setting it aside but not closing it yet. So that piece is done. Now, bring in this and this. Okay, I'm adding a color to this, by the way. These are fantastic dies, Valerie. I agree. So we're still using Daffodil Delight, but we're stepping up a little bit with a bit of Mango Melody. All right. Now, if I do this, you're still going to be in frame. Let me make sure. Maybe I'll put this on to the side and move that out of the way and move that out of the way and move that out of the way. So, Daffodil Delight's on this side, Mango Melody's on that side. Butterfly. Dauber. Yes. So, here's what you can do. This is stepping it up just a little bit in a kind of different way. All right, so inked it up in Daffodil Delight and then Sponge Dauber, and you can see I need to ink this again. There we go. Found a good spot. And now I like anything to me that looks like it's kind of there we go. Now I'm just going to show you a quick difference and then I'll proceed. See the difference? There's actually both colors in there, so that is, I don't know, kind of psychedelic, whatever you want to call it. I like it that way. So every time I do that and do this, I'm going to stamp off and get rid of some of that ink. Okay, just around the edges this time. Let's see what we get. There we go. That's a twosie for sure. You can see both colors. And with this, you're going to keep doing this different ways because why not? Why not? Wait till you find, I'm going to show you something really cool. I had no idea it would work. I did put it on my blog post. My blog is live right now. Let's just go down the center for this one and see what happens. I haven't tried this yet. Oh, cool. I'm such a child, seriously. I am such a child. So that's going to be the front of the card. But wait, we're not done yet because I have another trick up my sleeve. So let's do this again. Ta-da. Not done. And again. I think I'll just do it two times. And around the edges again. So I'm not concerned with the Daffodil Delight getting into the Mango Melody. It's the opposite way. Okay, put that down, put that down. Might as well, hang on. Let's do the sentiment strip while we're here. Before I forget, in other words. Yes, it could happen. So, they're still open and I'm doing that same thing again. Because I thought, why not? If you're going psychedelic, I shouldn't say psychedelic, you know what I mean. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, check that out. That might be my favorite. That's just by putting a little bit extra color on with the Sponge Dauber. This one I'm not stamping off because it's way too pretty to do that. Cool. Cool. Alrighty, now I'm going to close this. And you heard that noise, that closing noise? That's the noise you want to hear. And one more, let's stamp the sentiment. So in other words, I'm keeping most things the same. Well, of course I'm going to add other things. I better make sure I do this not upside down. That would be embarrassing. Because I've, like never done that. So if you don't have Sponge Daubers, I'm going to say not upside down. I don't think it would matter actually. If you don't have Sponge Daubers, get them because they're cool. Warning, don't get the ones from dollar stores or surplus stores. I cheaped out and went, oh man, I'm going through so many of these. I think I would like. That was a huge mistake because they ripped. I ripped them. I know, such a gentle creature and I ripped them. Okay, let's do some gluing. Oh, is that the right size? Yes, it is. Just checking. So this measurement was the same as the card from the first card. The 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Not too much glue. I always find if you use too much and you can see those lines, I don't like that much. I don't like it. I don't want to see glue lines. There we go. Now, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I did post something on, that cool, post something on right here on Lolly and Sand, and what that was that when you join Stampin' Up! And specifically join Lolly and Sand, I mean, sorry, no, we're actually called McStampers. You still get awesome things for $135. I should tell you what this is before I keep talking. This is, read it, the braided linen trim, and this is Pretty Peacock, because that's our theme today, Pretty Peacock and the bright yellows. This is the braided trim, and wait for it, linen trim. Oh yeah, we're going all out. Blending. Oh, do you mean the, oh, I can't get to that drawer. The blending brushes I use. They are hair, I believe. I don't, let me just check. Hang on one second. Let's see if I can get to that drawer. Oh, they're definitely not sponge. So I just, not my face. I didn't do my hair today because, well, why would I? Yeah, they're definitely bristles. On Amazon, just look for oval makeup brushes. All right, let's get cutting. So for $135, you get to choose still $165 worth of goodies. And if that wasn't good enough, your first order, all your orders after your starter kit, you get 20% off, which can go to 25% off, which is awesome. There is no tax in most provinces, and there's no shipping, and that is huge, huge savings. I'm just putting my glue dots on, by the way. And I don't know how long the ribbon is. When you're measuring your ribbon, it just has to go around the edges. How about that? Looks like about 2.5, 3 inches. That's the way I cook too. About a cup. About a cup, it'll do. Don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Alrighty, so I did find something really cool. It was purely by accident, and I will show you momentarily. Just going to get that on, and so that was glue dots. I did say that. I just love how bright and happy that is. Like, wow, wow. Alrighty, so I'm going to tie a bow using the linen thread and the braided linen ribbon. And as I always say, I don't cut it from the spool or the roll until I'm done. I seem to have this real love now for double ribbons. And I thought the card is pretty. I just wanted to add more texture. Okay, so Valerie says, so were mine, and they're super. Oh, you've been able to get the ink. Actually, if I really try hard enough, you know, like actually think about it, I can get the ink off mine, although I'm still not going to take the blue one and put it in the yellow. What did you miss? Flowers, awesome. Was that for your birthday? And happy birthday again. Happy yesterday birthday. There we go. Pull that tight. What I was doing is pulling the ends again, just like in my other videos. And I'm going to go a little bit longer until I see what I like. Let's just get those off to the side. So what did you miss? I don't know if you saw the double stamping or the sponge daubering that I did. So I inked up the butterfly and the feather in Daffodil Delight. Then I took the sponge dauber and put it into Mango Melody and just went around a little bit here and there, and same with the butterfly. I have one more trick up my sleeve though. Oh, I like that. I love when the ribbon does this, like just does its own thing. You just be wild. Like most of us with our hair right now. You just be wild. Now the other thing I want to do, because I love texture, is pull this apart. Just pull it apart. You can use your fingernail. You can use tools, but this is fine too. It just works. Just do that, and that's pretty cool. And that's going to go right on there. So why don't I get that started, and then I'll show you the cool thing I found. The cool thing. Okay, that can go. So I'm going to put these on first. I don't feel like you need a ton of these. This is enough support to hold it up. Yep, using my fingernails this time. Take your pick tool is like, fingernails. How dare you? All right. I don't want to cover up too much of the butterflies. And you know I like to hold my projects up when I'm doing this. So every card that I make like this will be different. It all depends on how that sponge dot ring works. There we go. And that's going to go about there. So clearly dimensionals will go there. Glue dots will go there. But then we're still not done because there's more. Of course there's more. Anyway, I lost my train of thought again. That's what happens when I read things. So there is no risk to joining Stampin' Up. And right now the best part, well, one of the best, it's all good, is that you can order, just like me, just like demonstrators, you can order new products that are on the pre-order list. Look straight to my eyes. Glue dot. Here we go. I do like to use glue dots for these. No risk. And what happens? What happens, by the way, if you can't make your quarter? Well, guess what? Nothing. You keep the product you have. You go back to shopping with me. How awesome is that? Okay, here comes the next awesome. This was, again, purely by accident. So this was me. I took my punch. This is the butterfly duet punch. I think I was trying to be French there. No, I'm just kidding. And I knew this butterfly was too big. Like, I just kind of went, oh, rats. But I went, like, as I was pulling it back out of here, I went, but wait, that looks like I can get a butterfly out of it. Check it out. Oh, how cute is that? So that's what I'm putting on the card. Now for this, I really, on the first one, I didn't get close enough to the upper edge because I really didn't want that white. There. So that's the top one. So check that out. How cute are those? So I can add those to the card. And I am. Very cool. Anyway, so I did put a post up about joining. My link is there. I can put the link here as well. And on YouTube, of course. What else? You get to join our group. You get to see products ahead of time. And if you're like me, I am a little bit bored. I need to craft. I am so excited about the new goodies. I have some coming. I don't know. It's up to UPS. It's in the hands of UPS now as to how long it will be. There we go. And here's my get got stuck to something else. There's my original card. So here's the cards we did today. Cool as that. But when I was testing out the butterflies, I had this piece of paper that had already been die cut. This is the Bonanza die, one of the Bonanza dies. And I thought they look so cool. So this was me just playing. I thought I was going to cut them out. When I liked it, I went, yeah, I'm keeping that. This is the same stamp from the Positive Thoughts. And then I just added a little bit of the yellow, crinkled seam binding. That sounds good. Daffodil Delight. And the tulle, polka dot tulle ribbon, which you know I love. Let's cut that a little shorter. Okay. There we go. So that's a cute tag that can go on anything. Ta-da! Okay, well, guess what? I'm going to be back on Friday. Like I said, my blog is live now. I'm going to be putting a link to my video on my blog. I really appreciate your shares. Share with your friends. Get those referrals if you can for me. That helps my little business. It really does. It helps me. Subscribe. And subscribers to YouTube, you can share my video too, by the way. You can also shop with me. I will put the link. Well, the link to my blog is already here. And what else? Did I get my new catalog? Oh, wait a sec. Why, yes. Yes, I did. I was outside waiting for the Waterloo Warbirds plane, that T-33 to fly by, And sure enough, they did. And just shortly afterward, I saw the letter carrier and I saw he had a package in his hands. And I'm like, I don't, I'm not usually outside when I see the letter carrier, and I'm like, yeah, my catalog. And so I'm like, just leave it on the stairs. I will get it. Okay, so this is the new catalog. I cannot show you the inside of it yet, not till June the 3rd. I can, however, show you my unboxing. My goodies aren't here. Hopefully that will happen next Tuesday. And very, very, very excited to show you the goodies and samples and such. That's what we have today. I love the cover of this, by the way. It's wood and then soft things, and you can see some of the new products, some of the new stamps. How cool is that? Very, very cool. So, my friends, again, the link to shop will be in my post. And share, subscribe, shop, Thank you so much. I will see you again on Friday at 2 p.m. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful week. And let's hope it doesn't snow anymore. Bye.